IsReal News. Iran is rebuilding several ballistic missile facilities damaged in strikes last year, while reconstruction at major nuclear sites remains limited, according to satellite imagery reviewed by the New York Times. Analysts say the faster pace of missile site repairs points to continued focus on retaliatory capability if conflict resumes. U.S. and Iranian officials met in Oman in an effort to prevent escalation as the United States positions forces in the region and weighs possible military options. This comes as regional tensions remain elevated following last year's Israeli and U.S. strikes and ongoing concerns over Iran's nuclear program. U.S.-Iran talks in Muscat ended without immediate public details. Iranian officials said discussions addressed general issues rather than technical nuclear matters. Washington indicated the president retains additional options if diplomacy fails. The commander of U.S. Central Command traveled to Oman during the talks. This occurs amid continued U.S. military reinforcement in the Middle East and efforts to avoid direct confrontation. In Israel, 10 people were injured when a bus crashed into a kiosk at a busy intersection in Ramat Gan. Emergency services say one woman is in serious condition and another in moderate condition, with several others treated for light injuries. Police detained the driver for questioning and say early findings suggest a traffic accident. In the United States, New York City police report antisemitic incidents nearly tripled in January compared with the same month last year. 31 anti-Jewish hate crimes were recorded, accounting for more than half of all hate crimes during the period. Overall hate crime reports rose even as other categories declined. Authorities are responding as law enforcement and community groups continue monitoring antisemitism and coordinating security. Jewish organizations and lawmakers are seeking clarification from the federal government over potential political conditions tied to synagogue security grants. The program distributes hundreds of millions of dollars annually to help protect houses of worship from attacks, but officials have not said whether immigration or diversity policies could affect eligibility. Congregations that applied are awaiting decisions after months of uncertainty. The development follows recent violent incidents targeting Jewish institutions and ongoing reliance on federal security funding. A national antisemitism campaign backed by New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft is set to air a new Super Bowl advertisement this weekend. The campaign's sticky note ad depicts a Jewish student facing harassment in a school hallway and calls for broader public awareness. The initiative is part of a wider effort to address antisemitism in educational settings. This occurs as advocacy groups continue expanding public campaigns focused on antisemitism prevention. A new survey from the Jewish Federations of North America finds broad support among American Jews for Israel's existence as a Jewish and democratic state. Nearly 9 in 10 respondents expressed that view, though fewer than half identify as Zionists. Younger respondents reported less emotional attachment to Israel than older age groups. The findings come as Jewish organizations assess generational shifts in identity and engagement following recent years. A rare 15th-century High Holidays prayer book, looted by the Nazis and returned to its owner's heirs, is expected to sell for between $5 and $7 million at auction in New York. The illustrated manuscript, known as the Rothschild Vienna Machzor, was completed in 1415 and later confiscated after the Nazi annexation of Austria in 1938. It remained in the Austrian National Library for decades before being restituted in 2023. The sale reflects continued efforts to recover and return cultural property looted during the Holocaust. This is IsReal News.